see what we've got.
Sports ball.
Okie dokie. Here's your topic, Paul. Trailblazers in 2014 postseason. The Trailblazers in 2014 postseason. Paul, you have 2 minutes.
All right, so the Portland Trailblazers this year, I think we're going to see them as a 4 seed, maybe a strong 5 seed coming into the postseason here. Reason being, right now you're sitting at 3rd in the Western Conference. You just dropped a really tough game to the Oklahoma City Thunder here at home. You've split that series. They're a team that's really going to push you to your limit, and you took them to their limit, but you played really soft on the interior. Now you're losing Joel Freeland, who unfortunately is seemingly really important to your team, Joel Freeland, for 4 to 8 weeks. That means he's not going to be back until the last month of the season, or potentially until the postseason. You've got Myers Leonard, who walks around like a baby duck, and he's not really sure exactly what he's doing. He can't get his footwork down. He can't catch the ball. And you watch in that fourth quarter, Kevin Durant coming to the rack and just taking even Robin Lopez, LaMarcus Aldridge, Myers Leonard, whoever you throw at him, and just putting it down for over 36, 37 points again. You're going to come up against a team like, after you slip a little bit, a team like the Clippers that's really tough on the interior. You could even just come up against a team that's like the Suns. And maybe they sneak up a little bit into, maybe the 5 seed, the 6 seed, you say at the 3 or the 4. And they're a gritty team. They're tough, they're young, and they're very physical. Now, you lost Joel Freeland, who's a lot of your physicality. You lost Mo Williams, who I know is coming back tonight, who was a lot of your physicality, very chippy player, a guy who's going to do some of those hand checks and those things you're not necessarily supposed to do. You're a soft team. You're not necessarily a team that's built for the playoffs. Yeah, McCollum's coming on a little bit. He's a shooter, and that's great. But in the playoffs, it's pretty equal between offenses and defenses when you look at the wins and losses, and I think you're going to see that offense is going to get stifled.
All righty, well done, Paul. Thank you. Hang on here just a minute. Let's get a thought. Dusty, everybody wants to get to the playoffs for this Trailblazers team to see what they're made of.
Yeah, I thought you came out with a prediction which was good. You got to the point really quickly, but then you waited and you kind of fizzled off at the very end about what the real point of it is. And I think a lot of people missed a lot of where you were trying to get to because there were so many points that you made in such a quick amount of time. And, just pick one and own it, soft team. I wrote down soft team because you said you're a soft team, and that's what you are. Own it. Tell us why they're soft, why Myers Leonard is soft and walks like a duck, But you got to a lot of points that a lot of people are thinking and a lot of people are talking about as well. And I know in 2 minutes you wanted to get them all in, but I thought you did a good job of getting to what everybody wanted. But in 2 minutes I wanted to hear 1 or 2 that really just hit home. But I thought it was good, though.
Taylor, you guys have been covering the Blazers here and home game hookup. What'd you think?
Yeah, and one of the things you're going to get is I take it you're a Blazer fan, right? You're passionate about the Blazers, obviously. I didn't feel that you were passionate about where they were in the playoffs. I think sometimes what people end up doing on radio is they feel like they have to say something, and they get very analytical in their approach, where sometimes the best measure, as Dusty said, is pick a topic that you're passionate about. It seems like you're really pissed off at Myers Leonard. Say, Myers freaking Leonard drives me crazy. Here's why. He's going to hurt them down the stretch for the playoff, and bring some of that energy and passion. Being a Blazers fan in this city is an asset to on the radio because most people are. So I would have liked to see more of kind of your fandom and passion come through and less analytical. But every single point you made, I thought was valid and legit. You just got to hone in on one, bring some of your passion, and let that come through on the radio.
All righty, Paul, let's get a word from your coach there.
I'm going to piggyback off of what Taylor said. You had really good points. You know what you're talking about, but you're forgettable. I think that what separates like what Luke just did and maybe what Keith did, SEC guy, is there was personality there. There's a million people out there that know what they're talking about. You obviously know the Blazers. You made very good points. It's got to be something more. So I'm going to tell you, when you get to come back, and I think you will, you weren't bad. I don't think you're going to get eliminated. When you come back, you have to find personality. It's not enough to know what you're talking about. I can get anyone to stand up there and tell me about rebounds and stats. You have to find some, like Taylor said, a passion. Whether it's a Blazer honk, anti-Blazer, something, make people love you or hate you, but don't be vanilla. I think if you bring personality into your knowledge, you're going to be fine. But it fell a little flat for me. Knowledge, A+, personality, I had maybe a C-.